connecting with the gameplay and this actually being a fun title, what the fuck were we doing? Concord was not hitting on that front at all. Imagine being one of the devs working on this game. Oh my God. I feel for you guys at home. I listen, I don't know how you guys work on something for 7 years and nobody could realize that this game is not connecting on the fun factor department at all. Like, I played it, I'm just like, did anybody play this? How do you run a game like this that's supposed to be competitive, that's supposed to attract players in to compete and just lose themselves in your experience and just present something that isn't worth the shit? So, here we are talking about Concord. This is my Gone Forever series. If you see one of these videos, things aren't particularly good. Okay. So we got to discuss Concord and what is currently going on with this game. Just to get straight to the point here, Concord is going offline for good September 6th, 2024. Okay. This game will be taken offline. Now, Concord was a game that interests me a couple of months ago. I was talking about it. I was one of the first to do coverage on it because the game just literally popped up out of nowhere and it looked like a cool, stylized Guardian of the Galaxy type game, right? And it seemed like it had some promise within the gameplay style, right? So I was like, all right, this is a cool little title I'll cover. Then I played it and then, oh baby, things just fell apart from there. Within this video here, I'm going to discuss 3 reasons why Concord has went down the toilet and just into oblivion, and then also provide you the details as to what's currently going on with the title, leading all the way up to it going offline forever. Now, if that sounds good, make sure that you like this video, and if you want to stay up to date with all your shooter news and updates that you care about, consider subscribing today. So, this is the official statement from the PlayStation blog concerning Concord going offline forever, September 6, 2024. And it reads as follows. However, while many qualities of the experience resonated with players, we also recognize that other aspects of the game in our initial launch didn't land the way we intended. Therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning September 6, 2024, and explore options including those that would better reach our players. While we determine the best path ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately and will begin to offer full refunds for all gamers who have purchased the game for PlayStation 5 or PC. If you have purchased the game for PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued back to your original payment method. Customers who purchase from the digital storefronts will also be refunded. More information about refunds from Steam and Epic can be found below. Well, folks, there you have it. There's the meat of it. 7 years of development. Just gone, squandered, just you don't know what to really say in these situations like this, right? The game already showed itself as a dated title with the Guardian of the Galaxy theme, right? And it was pushing hero shooter, but wasn't giving that in the field, right? For the short life that Concord has had, it's been a very odd road for this game just at its inception, right? So Sony's going to take this as a huge write-off, period, right? I don't know if this is them getting out the old trash that the old CEO of Sony has brought in and they're just doing away with everything. And they're like, you know what? We'll take this one on the chin. This is just going to be a huge write-off. Let's issue these refunds and be done in this game forever. That's what this is giving overall. When I first played Concord a month or 2 ago, right? I said this initially. It's almost like these folks didn't play their own game. It was very odd. The way the game just did not have any staying power. It had structure and foundation around the title, and the game played pretty polished, right? But the fun factor and the draw and the allure to keep you in the game just was not present at all. And for 7 years of development, oh baby, that is just scary. Now, with that said, let me get to the 3 points that I would like to make here about Concord, why it inevitably headed down this road and we would no longer see this game in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, number one is going to be lack of presence, or should I say lack of presence and marketing. Okay, this game, nobody had a clue even existed till a couple of months ago. Again, I know I was one of the first to cover this game, period, and actually shed some light on this first-person shooter that Sony was producing. This game very much was under the radar its whole life cycle until the very end, which is now the end. Pun intended. Oh, baby. Anyway, this is crazy because there was no fire behind this game at all. It was very much underground the whole entire time this game was being developed. And I guess you could say Sony foreseen this coming, and they already knew what it was from the get-go. And they were just like, hopefully something works here. This is a Hail Mary, but let's see what happens. And boy, the worst outcome has happened, as you can see. So that's honestly how I feel Sony approached this overall. With the bad timing and lack of marketing here, my gosh, this game not only felt dated in the theme of what it was doing, it felt 7 years too late, right? And heck, I don't even know if you launched this game earlier than that, right? A couple of years earlier than that, if it would even have staying power in that factor. I just don't know, because we had a plethora of hero shooters floating around that were actually more viable than this one here altogether. Let's be real. The lack of marketing, the lack of presence in this game just did not bode well for Concord at all. All right, guys, number two, let's talk about it. The lack of identity and originality, right? That really shows its ugly face now for Concord than if it would have shown a couple of years ago, right? Because when this game presented itself, was showing like, hey, we're our first person hero shooter. I don't even know if you call it a hero shooter. Whatever the case is, I guess it's a hero shooter, right? I guess it is. Nobody really cared about the presentation. Nobody really cared about what was going on within Concord. It looked like a spinoff of a spinoff of a spinoff. You understand? The Guardian of the Galaxy theme, that was actually cool to me, but again, we were years late on this, you understand? And then when the game dropped, it doesn't feel like anything resonated and connected with the players. Personally, for me, the characters seemed cool and everything, but nothing really connected and hit home and was like, yo, I want to sink some time into this. This was well developed and well thought out. It just seemed like everything was dated and late. Just all over late. And with that being said, if I'm feeling that way, if I'm feeling this way, if Abel Green is feeling this way, how are you folks at home feeling? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just not a good thing overall. Everything about Concord's presentation just screamed late and dated. And we ultimately seen everybody else could see that as well. And lastly, let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay was not hitting on any level, on any front with your boy Abel Green. It just wasn't. It just honestly wasn't. The gameplay did not hold you in any type of way. Again, the presentation and what the foundation presented was pretty okay to me. I really didn't have any technical issues with the game, even though I know some gamers did have technical issues. But for me personally, the presentation and what the game was giving as far as a functioning product was pretty solid. But outside of that, connecting with the gameplay and this actually being a fun title, what the fuck were we doing? Concord was not hitting on that front at all. Imagine being one of the devs working on this game. Oh my God. I feel for you guys at home. I listen, I don't know how you guys work on something for 7 years and nobody could realize that this game is not connecting on the fun factor department at all. Like, I played it, I'm just like, did anybody play this? This title's not connecting in the fun department. Even in the competitive scene, you had competitive modes that just weren't hitting for shit. Hello? Like, where do you do this at? How do you run a game like this that's supposed to be competitive, that's supposed to attract players in to compete and just lose themselves in your experience, and just present something that isn't worth the shit. The gameplay just was not holding to any level. And you guys know I'm a stickler for gameplay. So Concord, you gotta get this work today. You gotta get this work today. Whatever the fuck I played a couple of weeks ago concerning this game, I am glad I dodged the bullet and you guys had a open beta for this title, because if I paid the premium, oh my gosh, Abel Green would be kind of upset. And guys, it's not even about the money for me. It's not even about the money at all. It's the principle of everything. This is a unfinished product that plays like trash on the gaming front. It just was not solid at all. So am I sad that Concord is going offline September 6th, 2024? Honestly, no. This is justified and well-deserved. The game gave us nothing. It gave us nothing for enjoyment long term. It actually showed itself as a very dated product with no light at the end of the tunnel, as we ultimately see here. And those are my 3 reasons why Concord did not resonate with me personally. And it's really unfortunate because I know a lot of hard work for some devs out there went into this project at one time and it's all been squandered. I mean, Sony can afford to take this hit, I guess, but this didn't have to be. This project was totally mismanaged from the word go. And guys, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And here we go. Concord, see ya and good riddance. Guys, tell me what you think down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And if you did not check out my last video, be sure to click here and I'll be sure to see you there.